So you want to start a Roth IRA? Well, I'm very glad you're here because it's literally not going to get any easier than this video right here. I'm going to make it as simple as humanly possible, starting from having a charged phone or laptop next to you. But I'm not going to get into like getting 8 hours of sleep because you don't need 8 hours of sleep. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to tell you every single step that you need to take to start a Roth IRA. Believe it or not, just not even a short year ago, I was in the same position as you. I was asking my mom, my dad, my friends, my family, literally everybody. I was looking on Google and and watching various YouTubers. I was like, there isn't really like a step-by-step way on how to start a Roth IRA. and I guess I ended up finding out via YouTube, and my dad actually put me on to a TD Ameritrade representative or whatever, and he helped me. But if I were to do it over, I'll do it I'll lay out exactly how I would do it over. So step one, have a charged phone, have a charged laptop, have a charged iPad next to you, doesn't matter. Now second, you're obviously going to need some time. So set aside, I don't know, probably like an hour to do this. I think an hour should probably suffice. And if you have that, you have those two pieces, you're good to go. Now you're going to need your driver's license. I think you'll need your driver's license, and I think you'll need your social security card. I'm getting a call. Alright, I'm back. We talked about, well, I'll let you know what we talked about in the description. So stay tuned for that. There might be a link. Might. Anyway, where was I? I was at have a charged phone, have your information. So once you have that, you need a couple hours, maybe just 1 hour, and then you need to decide what platform you're going to be using. So are you going to be using Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade? I would probably prefer, I'm obviously not sponsored by any of these companies because I don't even think they sponsor people, and I probably have 2 subscribers. But I would probably recommend Fidelity, just because they don't have brokerage, or they don't have transaction fees, and they don't have management fees. So and I don't think they have OTC transaction fees either, which means you can buy over the counter different stock investments that you wouldn't be able to on the public market. So there's that. And Fidelity's just overall, I just love their app integration, and I love their website, and yeah, so I don't know, I prefer them. They've been great. But anyway, let's get into what you actually came for. So the first step So as you can tell, we changed the layout. We're in another kitchen. And yes, this is still not a cooking channel, but my brother came in the room the other day when I was filming the rest of that video, but I didn't get to film the rest of that video, so now I'm here on another day filming the rest of this video. So what you're going to want to do is, once you decide on a platform that you're going to use, you are going to then download the app or get on the website, and then you're going to log in, or either log in or sign up or whatever. And then what you're going to want to do after that is just go through the steps. You should have, so we're going to use TD Ameritrade, or Fidelity for example, as I said in the last video. And the steps are here. So the first step, like I said, is create an account. Once you have that account, you log in, you sign up, whatever. You're in your account, and then you go to the accounts tab, and then you click on the accounts tab, and then it should give you a slew of different account types that you want to sign up for. And obviously in this case, we want to start a Roth IRA. So you're going to click the Roth IRA button, and then it should ask you a bunch of information, like, I don't know, your address and some verification information about you as a person, or whatever you want to say, like just to verify that you're an actual person. Now there is a question. It asks you if you're a 10% stakeholder, or if your family member is a 10% stakeholder in a publicly traded company. And to most of you guys, you're probably going to say no. But at the same time, I don't know your personal situation. And like if your mom or dad is on the board of directors in a certain company or whatever, you might want to figure that out, because that's information that your brokerage needs to have. Now, if you're on Fidelity, this is where it'll probably ask you to confirm your details. And obviously you just go through those details, and if everything looks right, you're going to confirm. And there should be some like verification stuff, like it'll probably send you an email, and then and it might even send you something in the mail. But yeah, that should pretty much be it. And if you are kind of like me and you're wondering, like, that's it? That's all you have to do to start a Roth IRA? Yeah. Now, I won't and can't tell you what to invest in, just because I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not your financial advisor. So basically all I can do is recommend some stocks and ETFs that I personally think are super low risk, but you also have to take into consideration your risk tolerance, and you need to do your due diligence as well. Oh my gosh, I can't say that word. Anyway, here is my list of 4 ETFs that I personally think are super low risk and provide a pretty good return over the long run. Number 1 is Vanguard S&P 500, and the ticker symbol for that is VOO. This is basically just Vanguard's version of the S&P 500 index. Pretty self-explanatory, but for some of you, you might not know what that means. So the S&P 500 is basically just Fortune 500 companies, which are basically like pretty much the expected the top 500 companies that are expected to do well and have provided a promising return and all that kind of stuff. Now, my second favorite ETF is probably the Vanguard total stock market, which is, it provides a very, very broad base of diversity, because there are 3,500 stocks in that are trading in the public market. I think it's over 3,500 stocks. So it gives you basically a brief diversification to all of those. So I think that's pretty great, because you can automatically be diverse in the total stock market just with one ETF. And the ticker for that is VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market Index. So with this second one, not necessarily my third favorite, or this third one, not necessarily my third favorite, but it is VYM. So VYM is the Vanguard high dividend yielding stocks is in the S&P 500. So that'd be like, I don't know, I'm assuming Coca-Cola, AT&T, all these big companies, like maybe Verizon, all these big companies that are in the S&P 500 that have a relatively high dividend, and they take the top 80 companies, the top 80 highest dividend paying companies in the S&P 500, and then they basically just made that an ETF, which is great, because like they should be really high, they should be held to a high standard when it comes to performance, like price performance, but also you get a dividend that likely hasn't been cut, likely will be sustainable over the long run. So the Vanguard high dividend yielding ETF is one of my favorites, I'd say. And that ticker is VYM, if I didn't state it already. So my final recommendation would probably be the Vanguard International Stock Market Index, which is VXUS. VXUS. And that's basically just a broad base of foreign countries, just, I don't know, high performance foreign country companies. That's basically just companies from another country that are predicted to basically blow it out of the water or what have you. So VXUS is it provides a lot of international exposure, which is great because, like, who doesn't like a little bit better of a diverse portfolio? And that's honestly what I'm in it for with my Roth IRA. I get into stocks and my riskier plays in my taxable brokerage, but my Roth IRA is where I really want to be secure. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So if you guys made it this far, be sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for getting to this point. I know we switched from 2 different locations, and this video is probably pretty long by now. But thank you guys for sticking with me, and visit my website below. I've been working really hard on it, so if you could just take a look. You can give me critiques in the little contact box in my in the last section in my website, or you could just leave comments down below with critiques. That'd be awesome. I'm looking to improve, that's the word I was looking for. I'm looking to improve that each and every day. So if you could take a look at that, that'd be awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.